What's good, UZ2B? It's your boy Fuda and Speaks. Back for another one of these things, man. So he said to me in the comment section, you want to play Caitlin Clark at small forward? Oh, how brilliant of a mind you have. He sarcastically said to me, with sarcasm in his voice, oh, so you want to play Caitlin Clark at small forward? Oh, what brilliant mind you have. His intention was to make me look like a fool. Even though I didn't say that that's what I wanted to do. What I was saying was that that's what Stephanie White did. Okay, so it's clear. Y'all agree Caitlin Clark can't play the small forwards. Can't do it. Now, is that a good thing? Or is that something that works against your belief that she the GOAT? That's for you to something. That's just something y'all to think about. But anyway, this video ain't about her. Just had to address that Clarkson real quick. This is about really, man, what we're watching, witnessing right now on the part of Angel Reese, man. A tear that is quite historic in nature as far as the double-double nature of it. Now, look, I wish there were more W's coming with it. I do believe there probably would be at least 2 more W's on there had Kamilla Cardoso not gone away. I kind of do believe that. I believe we'd have won that Lynx game. Crazy as it might sound, I believe we'd have won that game. And there was another game that was lost, I think, to the Mystics. I think we'd have won. Real Rap had, or the Valkyries game, maybe it was. One of them games, you know what I mean, that Kamilla missed, I feel like definitely would have been W's if she was there. But I think the blueprint has been set, and I think it should be clear, man, to the brass there in Chicago, that Angel Reese is a player worth, building around. The talent of which is worth building around, man, just as a marketing piece. You know what I mean? Look at what EA Sports thinks of her. Shout out to her, man, for going out there, and being selected to be the cover on the 2K game. And I'm going to really soon speak on the whole idea of being the face of the league and all that kind of stuff, because I think it's an overrated thing that players like her don't even necessarily have to try to reach and try to do. The same thing with Angel Wilson. Let whatever goofball they want to make the face of the league be the face of the league, because there's a couple games you got to play with that. And a lot of them games ain't got nothing to do with basketball, if you know what I mean. And I'll talk about that some other time. But I think it should be very clear right now, man, that when you look at Angel Reese, you're looking at a tough, grinded out, hard-nosed, very strong-minded, mentally tough, clutch player with a high IQ. The clutchness is evident in anyone who wants to doubt me. Go look up last season. Okay, go to the WNBA website, check out 2024, and look up in the clutchness division who was the most clutch player in the whole WNBA last year. And then you come back and you'll understand what I'm getting at. Okay? Who can play make, who has good leadership, man. The hell with what they telling you on these pages and these channels. Listen to the players that play with it, man. Even before all the nonsense, that happened with Flajay. I challenge you to go look at when everything was well between them, their parents and everything. Go listen to the way Flajay described her. Almost like a mother figure, on the team and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Protective, Tarian qualities. So I'm not surprised. We make great leaders. Malcolm X, Tars, Gandhi, just saying. But it should be clear the type of team you kind of need around her. The first piece is already established, and that's Kamilla Cardoso. Right? Her and Kamilla right now, I'm telling you in terms of just 2-woman game is going to be elite. It's very close to it, and it will be elite. Passes Angel to Camilla, Camilla back to Angel. The Twin Tower effect working together. A formula that the NBA doesn't like, but has been effective. If you look back in the day, Hakeem Olajuwon and Sam, dang. Well, I hate when I start forgetting names, man. But in 1985-86, tall 7'3" beast playing center, man. They had Hakeem Olajuwon at the power forward. Man, forgive me for getting your name, brother. Beast. You know what I mean? He played with Hakeem Olajuwon. You also look at David Robinson and Tim Duncan. I believe the first 2 championships of that regime, was them two and all of that. The NBA act like it's too slow going down the field. It's just so stupid things that have nothing to do with winning, and you see that there with them. See, the W's a little different. If you have the best 5-4 combo, you can dominate, man. You can dominate. Just look at the New York Liberty. You know what I mean? So that one piece is already established. Now, when you surround her, I'm telling you, you just need one scoring guard, a guard that can kind of get their own buckets, that operates outside. We see how that looked with Kennedy Carter. We see how it looks when Ariel Atkins is doing that thing. We saw how it looked when Rebecca Allen was on the heater the other day. Right? So you need one of them type of players, but you need one that's more consistent. Is that player on the roster right now? That I don't know. Right? What you hope is that maybe Haley Van Lith can become something like that. This is kind of what you hope. But that player may not be here. That player may be in college right now. And it looks like if things keep going the way it's going, we may be having a good pick anyway. Assuming we have a pick next year, I don't know. Jeff P might have set it up where we don't. I don't know. I got to look into that stuff. But the point is the player may not be on the roster right now. The other thing you're going to need some reliable shooters that can catch and work off of Angel. We got to find out if this Aishka Sivka is ever going to come over. That's like, you got to find that out, man. That's like first order of business about next year. What's up with that? A player being picked and all of that and not coming over. What's that all about? And then you got to look to invest in some other nice shooters, man, who can drain threes, who can space the floor. I prefer those who can shoot and get to the rack. I don't like players that can just shoot and they have nothing else to them. I kind of prefer that because it's like best when you have the option to be a cutter to the basket as well as a shooter. Then you can be more effective, ideally. But really, that's the idea. You surround Angel Reese with those types of players and some players that are dogs on defense. And you got something, man. You got something that would be the makings of a championship squad. Now I think that's clear now. Very clear the type of team you need around it. Now, will Jeff P do the right thing? Will he pull the trigger on the right moves? Will he be able to identify the right talent, the right players? This remains to be seen. This is the $1 million question. You know what I mean? But I think, man, just this historic tear of double-doubles, 15 boards, 17 boards. The other day, she wasn't even really, you could tell, physically right, able to still go out there, get you those points and boards. Girl's a beast, man. And proud of her, man. Working through all the nonsense and dealing with all the crap she's dealing with from fans alike and stuff like that. And to go out there, man, and, still be shining. It's good to see. And I love seeing it, man. So I think the blueprint is clear. And the ball is in Chicago. Sky's corner. What they do next is on them. Tell me what y'all think. Peace out.